Welcome to episode 2 of our 10-part series, When God Seems Silent. If you've ever felt forgotten by God, this message is just for you. Stay till the end, because this could change everything. Subscribe to Jesus Speaks today for more powerful biblical encouragement. Have you ever prayed and felt like heaven went silent? You're not alone. Millions of faithful believers across history have gone through seasons when they felt forgotten by God, even the greatest heroes of the Bible. Take Joseph, for example. God gave him dreams as a young man, dreams of leadership and greatness. But what followed? He was sold into slavery by his brothers, wrongly accused by Potiphar's wife, thrown into prison, and left there. The Bible even tells us in Genesis 40 verse 23, the chief cupbearer, however, did not remember Joseph, he forgot him. Joseph was literally forgotten by man, and it must have felt like even God had forgotten him too. But here's the life-changing truth. God had not forgotten Joseph. God was working behind the scenes. Every moment of Joseph's pain was preparing him for the promise. Psalm 105 verse 19 says, "Until the time came to fulfill his dreams, the Lord tested Joseph's character." Let that sink in. God was using the delay to develop the man. He was shaping Joseph's character so he could carry the weight of what was coming next. And in one moment, just one divine appointment, Joseph was called from the prison to the palace, from forgotten to favored. If you feel forgotten right now, I want you to remember this. You are not overlooked by God. Isaiah 49 verses 15 to 16 says, "Can a mother forget the baby at her breast, and have no compassion on the child she has born? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." That's how deeply God knows and loves you. Even in silence, even when you feel invisible, you are engraved on his hands. The enemy wants to convince you that silence means absence. But God's silence is never his absence. It's often preparation. Let's look at another example. Hannah. Year after year, she prayed for a child. She cried out in bitterness of soul. And yet, no answer. Her rival mocked her. Her husband didn't understand her pain. And still, God seemed silent. But the silence didn't mean God was ignoring her. He was aligning her prayer with his perfect timing. In 1 Samuel 1 verse 20 we read, "So in the course of time, Hannah conceived and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, saying, 'Because I asked the Lord for him.'" The very name Samuel means God has heard. What once felt like silence was actually God's plan unfolding. What do we learn from this? We learn that God delays not to punish us, but to prepare us. When you feel forgotten by God, remember, he is never late. Open book Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Not your time, not my time, but his time, and his timing is always perfect. Sometimes the silence is God's way of deepening your roots. Sometimes it's to break your pride, build your faith, and prepare the people and circumstances around you. You may be in the middle of a spiritual drought right now. You may be asking, "God, where are you? Why haven't you shown up yet?" But take heart, my friend. Just like Joseph, like Hannah, like David hiding in caves, you are not forgotten. God is writing your story, and the next chapter will make sense of this one. Romans 8 verse 28 reminds us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." So hold on. Keep praying. Keep trusting. The silence is not the end. It's the setup for something greater. Thank you for watching episode 2 of When God Seems Silent. If this message blessed you, like, comment, share, and subscribe to Jesus Speaks today. Don't forget to check the full playlist in the description below, and stay tuned for episode 3 tomorrow. God bless you.